Hey, Future Ray here. So you know that feeling when you feel like you've done enough research? So you do a video and then and then you don't do anything with the video for a long time, so it gives you a chance to do more research and you realize you really knew nothing. Well, I'm in that position right now. Yeah, Amberlynn, there's no hope for her. There's literally no hope for her. I've come to this conclusion because she had me. She really had me there for a second. You know what I mean? I really thought that there was a part of her that maybe a part of her was subconsciously doing all of this, and maybe a part of her was consciously doing this. But now I'm starting to think that no, this bitch knows. This bitch knows exactly what she's doing every single step of the way. But she really had me there for a second. She really had me thinking that she was some poor lamb that needed help. No, she doesn't want help. She literally just wants to die. She thrives on the attention. It was never about weight loss. This channel was never about weight loss. You could see it in the very first video. You can see her planning in her head, oh, this is gonna get so many views. You can see all of that happening, all of that kind of attitude, that kind of thought process. You can see it in her face. She never ever intended on actually losing any fucking weight. This bitch thrives on attention, and it makes me concerned because it's you understand that she knows what she's doing, right? But it's still sad that she thinks she has to do this in order to get love. What's the goal here? What's really the goal when it comes to a narcissist? What's the goal? To control people? It's okay, you're controlling stupid people who barely have any real affection for you. That's what you want your life to be. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But what I do get is that all this is about attention, and that's all it's ever been about. And it makes me wonder what would happen if all of Amberlynn Reid's fans just did. One day they just you know what? I don't think I'm gonna watch Amberlynn Reid anymore. Collectively. What if they did that? I think Amberlynn Reid would probably just kill herself right on the spot. Because this is what she thrives on. This is her whole life. Her whole life is eating on camera, talking about food on camera. Food, food, food. Attention, attention, attention. This is all gonna crash. And you know what I noticed? Oh my god, people all across YouTube are just going completely insane. Have y'all noticed that? It's shit that go down on YouTube, and YouTube does nothing about it. But they'll do everything about a fucking adpocalypse. Y'all are so stupid. Y'all are really dumb. Let me just talk to YouTube corporate for a second. Y'all are really fucking dumb. Because, y'all make a big deal out of the smallest shit. Oh, an ad. I saw an ad that I didn't like, that I didn't want on, that was, years ago. That was one tweet years ago that started a whole bunch of bullshit. But y'all not doing nothing about these people literally killing themselves on YouTube. Y'all don't care. Y'all never cared. It's always been about money. Oh, YouTube. Oh, YouTube. They get on their high horse with their ads and their bullshit, but we know the truth. It's never been about anything but money. They don't care about us creators. We're just money. We're just money to them. That's all we are. If you make all your money on YouTube, I feel bad for you. I really do. Because, I don't think YouTube is just not sustainable. It's a thing, but is it really? I don't believe in it. It's a thing. It's a thing that exists for now, but I don't believe in it so much. I'm actually thinking about putting all my stuff on Pornhub and keeping it over there because I don't know. I don't trust any of this. I don't trust. But that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about Amberlynn. But I don't really want to even talk about Amberlynn because that's her plan to get you to talk about her so that she can expand her base, so that she can continue to manipulate people. Which, once again, I don't get it. What's the point? What's the point in lying to yourself until you die? Because that's what all this is. It's just... And she will die. Unless somebody gets her help. But nobody wants to give that bitch help because she doesn't want to help herself. You know what really bothers me about Amberlynn? It's just like, all the excuses. It's just like, I completely understand that she's probably one of those children who was like partially feral. Because I know, because like I was one of those partially feral children. And so it's not an excuse for the fact that like she just eats junk food all day. It's like, you're an adult. You're almost 30 years old. Get your shit together. A lot of people all across America grew up being partially feral because their, parents weren't there for them that much. That's just an American thing. Americans work a lot. Hello. You're not the only one, Amberlynn. You are not the only one. Get your fucking shit together. So many excuses. And what's sad, it's like she's been going so long she's been going so long now, refusing help from anyone, that now she's to the point where like her body is so used to just crap, just complete garbage, that's all she will put into her body. Because like, that's all her body knows. All her body knows is crap. To the point where she likes dry chicken. Who the fuck likes dry chicken? That is the one thing people complain about whenever they go out to a restaurant. The first thing they will usually complain about is dry meat. She loves dry meat. That's what she says. That apparently she loves. She loves herself some dry ass meat. Girl. Ugh. That is frustrating. That is really frustrating. Like, where are your tastes? She has no taste in anything. In literally anything. You see this, like, Walmart jewelry she buys? I guess that's what really bothers me. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't have any desire to find out who she would be if she wasn't a fat, manipulative bitch. Like, you're barely a person. Don't you understand that? You're barely a person. Like, and like, I feel like I'm having an aneurysm, like trying to explain this to y'all, because like I know that only the people who have done their research on Amberlynn 2 will know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like, just talking about this is getting me anxious. Like, just like, whenever Amberlynn Reid uploads a video, it immediately makes me want to stress eat. Like, literally, just buy some Sonic and just... because... oh my god. Like, we're just literally watching someone kill themselves on YouTube, and YouTube does not care. Oh, Amberlynn. Oh, Amberlynn. Let me read y'all a poem. I guess, like, so I wrote this poem last night. Well, not last night. I wrote this poem a couple of days ago that basically encapsulates most of my feelings about Amberlynn. Let me get it. So, here it goes. It's not a poem, I guess. It's not much of a poem. It's got a little bit of, like, rhythm or timbre to it. But it's, like, really inconsistent. It's just thoughts, really. Don't expect too much. I think she knows how bad she sucks, and she just doesn't mind. She said herself, I have no standards. She's pathetic. No, she's pathetic, and uses it as an excuse to continue to be pathetic. She casts you away with disdain and pulls you back in with pity again. She's like the worst of moms, but stagnant at age 14. Weirdly pathetic, pathetically weird. It's never her that's to blame, and you don't even matter. But her sad-ass life is all of her doing. She made the calls. She knows the result of her action daily. She acts surprised when you don't get applause for living. And she doesn't care if they fall. It's a game. They're pieces for you to dictate. But what's the point? What's the point, Amberlynn? What is the point if it's all fake and you know it's fake? You know it's fake. So what's the point? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, sad. It's sad. Like, it pulls you in again. But then you realize, oh, she's manipulating me. But, like, why does she feel the need to manipulate me? Like, that makes me pity you again. But, like, no, you're a manipulative bitch. I shouldn't feel bad for you. But, like, oh my God, you're so sad. You're so sad. And I can't stop watching. So sad. So sad. Every minute of her life is just such a fucking tragedy. But she's still a manipulative bitch. And you see what I mean? This is what I do daily. Back and forth. Back and forth. Like, do I care? Do I not care? What the fuck do I do? What the fuck does one do? In this situation, there's nothing you can, there's nothing. There's nothing to do. All we can literally do, all we can do is continue to watch what she does. That's it. Like, none of us can help her. We can't call, we can't call the police on her. Oh, she's a grown woman. Like, we all know that she needs help. She really needs to be put in a fucking mental ward. That's really what she needs, but we can't do that. The only people that can do that are the people who are surrounding her, and the people who are surrounding her are constantly being manipulated into doing whatever she wants. What do you do with that? What do you do with someone like that? Like, it's ridiculous. It is honestly so crazy. You know what? Y'all know Zachary Michael, right? He asked a question. I was going through one of his videos, and I don't remember, like, I think this video was like 10 months old, literally. But I was going through his videos, and he asked a question that, like, made me realize that he really doesn't understand how deep the manipulation goes. He asked a question, he was like, why are you always jumping through hoops so that you don't have to associate with anyone who doesn't live in your house? And I'm just over here like, ding, 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 ding. I know the answer because she can't manipulate them. She goes out into the world. She can't manipulate just anybody. She's comfortable where she can manipulate people, where she can just do whatever she wants and doesn't have to worry about anything because she's a big fucking baby. You know, and that's another thing that really fucking gets on my nerves about Amberlynn. The fact that she literally is a big fucking baby. It's like she has all of these immature, disgusting, childish tendencies. It's all compounded by the fact that she looks like a baby because she's half a ton, and like, oh my God, like, you act like a baby, you look like a baby, and it's just hard to look at. Like, she literally just sits around the house and does nothing all day. She's gotten so big, and she's so, like, firm in her, like, excuses for why she gains weight, like. And then, like, before she's even started a new weight loss venture, she's already celebrating. Have y'all noticed that? Like, I'm on this new diet. I'm gonna look so skinny. Like, just why don't you just focus on, like, the health aspect? That's what really matters. But no, she's focused on, like, looking good, being an inspiration. She's gonna die. Point blank, period. If somebody does not step in and help that bitch, she's going to die. She's going to kill herself. Eventually. That's just the reality of the situation. Let's not act like she's gonna get her act together eventually. One day she's just gonna wake up and like, oh, this is what I've been doing wrong. Oh, like, life could be so much easier and I'm making it hard on myself. Wow, I never understood before. But because I woke up today, I understand. That's not gonna happen. Like, change takes time, but she is not one of those people that is willing to put in the work to make a change. Somebody's gonna have to help her. Or if she's not willing to help herself, she's going to die. That's just the end of this. That's it. Either put her in a mental ward or she gonna die. That's literally it. Put that bitch in a mental ward or she gonna die. If y'all want to watch this bitch die, fine. I'm not gonna look away from a train crash. It's not gonna happen. Like, I can't look away. Don't expect me to look away. Like, if you're gonna post this stuff, I'm gonna watch. Like, and I'll feel no shame. I'll feel bad if she dies, but I'm not gonna not watch. You know what I mean? But she doesn't have the wherewithal about herself to, like, not post. She, like, all she does, I notice in, like, a lot of her videos, she'll complain about, like, what people are saying about her in the comments. And then she'll post a video saying that she doesn't care what people say in the comments. And then immediately after that, she'll quit her diet because of the things people are saying in the comments. Like, everything is dictated by us. And it's a fucked up situation. Because, like, she puts you in a situation where, like, the blame becomes our blame. Like, but that shouldn't be the case. She's grown, right? She's grown. And this, like, need to manipulate people into thinking that she's, like, a child. Because, like, literally, that's what I find myself doing. Sometimes I'll just be like, oh, she's just a kid. She's not. She's older than me. It's not an excuse. She's fucking old as fuck. She's almost 30 years old. Like, I shouldn't be thinking, aw, she's just a kid. I shouldn't be thinking that shit. Like, maybe she is mentally stagnated, but is that an excuse to act like a bitch? Is that an excuse to, like, fuck your entire life up? You know what I mean? Like, I get that to some extent. She just can't help it. Sometimes life fucks people so hard that they can't unfuck themselves. But I really don't think that this is one of those situations. I think Amberlynn just likes to manipulate people. She likes it so much she just can't get enough of it. And, like, she loves the attention. She loves, like, it's just some weird psychology she's got that, like, only a therapist could figure out. Only a licensed therapist, only a licensed, trained, and very, very experienced, like, therapist could figure her shit out. It goes so deep, and it's so complicated, and so convoluted, and so disgusting. Like, I tremble in fear over the things that she must have gone through in her past to feel as if she has to manipulate people so fucking extensively. Like, it's strange, it's weird, it's pathetic. But it's all manipulation. It's still manipulation. It's sad. It's sad. It's so fucking sad. But it's still manipulation. Like, where do you stand? Where do you stand? Somebody help me. Help me try to understand my feelings, or what I should feel, or, like, help me understand what I feel already better. I don't know. I just don't know what to do with myself anymore. I don't know what to do with Amberlynn. But she's not my fucking responsibility, so I shouldn't even be having those kinds of thoughts. Like, why should we, the viewers, be having thoughts and feelings that go such as, how are we gonna help? We can't help. We can't do anything. I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. I just don't know. What are we gonna do with Amberlynn? What are we gonna do with Amberlynn? It's not really our responsibility, but everyone who watches Amberlynn is still thinking, what are we gonna do with her? We literally can't do anything, but how are we gonna help her? We can't help her, but how are we going to? Amberlynn, why? If you ever see this at all, you probably won't. I don't know. But if you see this, like, answer me this question, please. Why do you feel the need to manipulate people so extensively? Like, why? Just think about that. Literally, just think about that for a second. Just for a second. Like, I really need you to have a little more self-awareness. Just like that boy in Footy Cootie. I am forever asking myself, where does the lie end and the truth begin? I am confused. I am just utterly confused. How much of this is, like, being done on purpose? How much of it is being done subconsciously? And just how much of it does she really understand that she understands? It's fucked up. This whole situation is fucked up. I feel every time I watch Amberlynn, I feel like she is fucking my mind. Just going to town on my mind. It's a mind fuck. Sometimes, like, I'll have to, like, just stop the video and just go to someone like Zachary Michael. I need somebody to hold my... Sometimes when I watch an Amberlynn video, I just have to stop and go find somebody to hold my hand. Hold my hand. And hold my hand, and I'll hold yours. And we'll get through this together. We'll survive Amberlynn Reid together. This is just ridiculous. Like, I shouldn't feel this way. I shouldn't have to feel this way. Like, I feel victimized. You know, it's funny how Amberlynn is always taking this victim stance. But I feel like the victim. I feel like I'm the one that's, like, being mindfucked and taken advantage of. But somehow she's the one that's always, like, complaining. Like, always. She loves to complain. How she loves to complain. Like, I love to complain as well. Like, literally, it's my life. Like, but nothing, literally nothing is ever her fault. Literally nothing. She does not take responsibility for a thing that happens in her life. Not a thing. Not one thing is ever her fault. Amberlynn. Amberlynn, 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 Amberlynn. Amberlynn, 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 Amberlynn. Amberlynn. The only way to deal with a narcissist is to not play their game. So in a way, if we continue to choose to play in her game, we would technically be contributing to her death. Even if, at the end of the day, it is her responsibility and she is an adult. Just by watching, we technically are contributing to the death. Or maybe we're just prolonging her life because, like, I feel like I said earlier, if we did all stop watching, maybe she would kill herself because she thrives on that attention. Who knows how to help this bitch? Who knows? This bitch is probably gonna die just for the fact that she doesn't want help. If only for the fact that she doesn't see that she needs help. She will die. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Yeah, and I feel bad. I feel bad about this whole thing. Because, like, I had every intention. Like, I filmed a few videos, like, making fun of her. But now I'm to the point where I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. She's so fucked up and sad. And I know she does this on purpose. I know she just doesn't care. But maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I will make fun of her. I don't know. I just don't know. My brain! She's fucked my brain with her big nonsensical dildo. And I just can't deal. That's gonna be the end of the video. I can't talk about this anymore. Like, I'm getting fucking triggered.